state your name.
My name is Ian Ross Harper.
And what is your title?
My title is Professor and Dean of the Melbourne Business School.
Do you think there are any misconceptions that people have about economics?
Some people think that economics is just about money. Money is an aspect of what makes an economy work, but it's not just about money. Some people think that somehow economics is just right-wing political ideology. They're all distortions of the truth, heresies if you like, plausible distortions of the truth.
Do the numbers ever lie?
Often. Numbers can only tell us things that we interpret. Now, are they lying, or are we incorrectly interpreting what the numbers are trying to tell us? Economics is a structure of logic that sits on top of certain ethical assumptions. Some of those ethical foundations are consistent with a Christian worldview, and some of them are not. Broadly speaking, and I say broadly speaking, economics is more about how to grow the size of the pie than it is about dividing up the slices of the pie. But where Christians have a unique perspective is thinking about fairness and justice. In the case of setting minimum wages is one obvious example. If the objective were purely and simply to get people back into work, then I could simply say, well, you make the minimum wage as low as you possibly can until, they'll get a job, because basically you've been hired out for 10 cents an hour. Someone will get you to do some menial task. Economics isn't as narrow as that, but if you just took that as your sole objective, it would give you one answer. Paying someone a wage which is way, way, way below what the community standard is, essentially isolates and stigmatizes that person, even if the person voluntarily says, all right, I'll do it. Right? If people are treated simply as cogs in a machine, purely and simply of their utilitarian value, then Christians are going to say that that is ultimately diabolic. It is dehumanizing, and it contradicts Christian understanding of the image of God in human beings. My profession, if there's a temptation, it's a temptation to measure people's worth according to their material wealth. And yet the gospel says exactly the opposite. So in church each week, more or less, I'm reminded that that's not how God sees it. That's not God's economy. Right? People know deep down that material possessions can do an awful lot, and that's good. But there's more to life than that.
All right, Professor, well, I guess you're free to go.